here to continue the Shoreline Master Program deliberations. So turn it over to staff. We ended Monday on page 718 with mooring buoy regulations.
Good morning.
Hi.
I wanted to provide this to the board. We've gone ahead. Michelle McConnell with Department of Community Development Project Planner, Stacie Hoskins here, Planning Manager with DCD, and Al Scalf, our Director. We do anticipate Jeffrey Stewart with Ecology and Consultant Margaret Clancy here as well today at some point, so look for them popping in. Wanted to provide you the updated pick list. This is the list I had provided to you on Monday, but this has now got added to it all the things, at least I think, all the things that we had heard from you in terms of changes for the Planning Commission document from Monday's deliberations.
Seems like it could have been written in one line to start over.
So the numbering down the left-hand column, that item number, may be a little misleading just because they're organized by article still, and so I think on Monday we had items 1 through 43. I then added items 44 through 132. Oh yeah, there you go. And then plug them into the proper section by article. So that's where you see the numbering jumps around a bit, but that's just to keep them organized by article. And there's a couple that were struck out. They had been items from previous discussions that we heard on Monday. You said, never mind, don't worry about it. So this hopefully captures everything.
Okay.
Be a tool for you in the future steps.
Good. So with mooring buoys, we need to consolidate our thoughts.
We solved the whole thing. We did. We had further discussions, and of course, you know, Al has been participating along with you to attend the stakeholder meetings. There were comments from the tribes, comments from our health department, Neil Harrington, the water quality program manager, and I think our conclusion in further discussion yesterday was that really the couple of wording changes made at the bottom of 718, so regulation 1.4.
So go to item 128, 129, 130, 131, 132 on the list.
Oh, thank you. There you go. See, talking with my own system. Yes, items.
There they are.
There they are. Page, looks like page 3 of 4 on the pick list. So those changes, we think cover the concern about, you know, what about closed areas, adding new buoys to closed areas, and the way we started thinking about this is that there's 4 scenarios to consider when you're talking about, you know, someone coming in for a new mooring buoy. And the first one is an area that's open for shellfish harvesting, and you know, somebody's wanting to put a mooring buoy near that, so there's potential for risk to the shellfish operation. There's an area that's open for shellfish harvesting, but the applicant does not want to put the buoy very near to that. There's a 100 or 200 foot distance that I guess the State Department of Health and the national standards consider near. And then the third category would be areas that are closed or prohibited for shellfish harvest, but that have an opportunity for upgrading to improve their classification. And then the fourth would be areas that are closed to harvest, but really there is no opportunity for upgrade, and those are places where there's an established marina. I mean, it's pretty unlikely that an entire marina, in the standard sense of the word, not just the strict interpretation of the national definition, but those areas where there's an established marina, you know, Ludlow, Pleasant Harbor, that those are going to be taken out, thereby changing the shellfish classification. So as we read through the language changes you guys talked about on Monday, we're pretty comfortable that it covers it. We've got references to the WAC, where the Department of Health is held to the National Shelter Sanitation Program standards. We've got the clause about, as long as there's no threat to, that placing the buoy would reduce the ability to upgrade the classification. And then at the top of 719, clarification that those are private recreational mooring buoys, and the change to item 8, where instead of 4 buoys per acre, we're just saying we need to stick to the Department of Health and the national standards, adding Neil Harrington's suggested text, number 9, to say that it's really just 1 boat and 1 dinghy per buoy. I think we're feeling pretty good that addresses.
And those are
travel
numbers,
concerns.
itemized number 127 through 132.
On the pick list.